Hi everybody, it's Panhandler here again. Yeah, well, if you put up with me, I'll put up with you. Here we go. I've got a piece of lamb. It's actually hogget. Lamb's up to about a year old. Hogget is between over a year, we're up to 3 years, and after 3 years it becomes kind of muttony type thing. But what I've done is I've diced the bulk of it up, ready to go. It's hard because I'm using stuff that's in my freezer because of this situation we're in just now. So I'm putting a whole bunch on, so you're not going to get much idea of the ratios. But just to let you know that there's some nice lean meat and there's some diced meat. So what I'm going to do is not going to trim off the fat's not that excess, so I'm going to cut it into chunks. I've done most of it up already because you know what I'm like, I can't be bothered putting you through all the hassle of watching me doing mundane stuff. But say, let's just say about 1 inch dice. You can put this on the stove, really slow stove, or in an oven for an hour and a half at least. So it's going to cook away anything that's slightly tougher. This is actually a leg of meat. You can use shoulder meat, you can use any you want. This is a nice part, it would be lovely to roast, but because I'm using the whole leg, it's got in. So you Russian roulette way, you get a really nice lean bit and a wee fatty bit. The fatty bits will be quite tender as well, so that's it there. Right. Hundreds of it. And this is going to some of the neighbours, unsuspecting neighbours. They think it's free, but once it's all over, they'll get a bill through their door. Wait to see the hassle that causes. Anyhow, some salt. Started. Right, big giant pan here. You'll not have a pan that size, but we'll scale it all down. Use your smallest pan. Whether you're cooking for 2, 4 or 10, doesn't matter, same ratio. I've got some nice sunflower oil here, and in the pan. I'm going to have to do this in a couple of stages, I'm sorry, because you'd be bored to your skull watching me doing it all, so I'm going to get as much prep as I can. The pan's been on for a wee minute or two. Should be quite nice and searing hot. Let's just see what it's like. You hear that sizzle? There's a couple of variations on putting meat in the pan. You carbonise the outside to seal in the juices, and it works as far as I'm concerned. There's no point in putting the whole lot in the pan. I think it should be one layer, get it seasoned, get it coloured, take it aside, put another layer in, so they're all getting a chance to at least be subjected to the heat of the pan. Other than that, it's just going to boil and go grey straight away. This is a kind of like an Irish stew, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to brown this off, do another batch, brown it off. I'm going to lift it out, I'm going to put in some chunky carrots and shallots or onions, some herbs, maybe dust it a wee touch flour, put in some, I don't have a lamb stock, I'm going to use a chicken stock is going to be fine for that. And then we're going to bring it to the boil, let it simmer. You can let it simmer for as long as you like till the meat's falling apart. That's how it's going to be. If it was an Irish stew, you could just put potatoes into it, but I'm going to give you an upgraded potato. I'm going to do fondant potatoes. Fondant potatoes are right next in line to dauphinoise. For those of you that did the dauphinoise, I commend you. And for those that do the fondant, you can send a cheque in the post. Okay, I'm doing this in a couple of stages, but it will all be mixed beautifully together by my son, who wants to face off me. It's his fault we're doing this. That's the first batch of lamb being sealed off. Well, to second batch is cooking away. This is what I'm going to bid it. Some carrots, I've got them peeled ready to go. Again, what size do you want to do them? I think the big chunky triangle ones are quite nice. The ones that we do for the glassy carrots. Keep it as big as you like, because it's going to be in the pan for quite a while. So you can do it quite big and quite chunky. I want to do this because I'm waiting that pan going. The shallots are there because I had them. I would think you can use a nice big chunky onion, would do the same trick. Whatever's cheapest just now, and it'll be onions. Whilst we're waiting, we're going to do these potatoes for you, only because I've got the time. Nice chunky, how's about that big size of that? Everybody will get a bit of shallot. Still held on with the root a wee bit as well, quite clear so that will not come apart. That'll be nice. These will be nice, and if you roast these till they're really brown, it's sweet and munchy. So this is going in the pan the minute those lamb's been browned. Just 1 second. Lovely. Right, fondant potatoes. Barrel shape. What you get is you might get somebody with a no skill will put a rind cutter and put it down and you've got a nice lovely potato that cooks in the stove. I personally put a wee touch at the top and the bottom, grip it like a claw and follow the potato round. These are called kind of chateau potatoes. All the reason I'm doing this is it makes them all the same size, nice and uniform. You think I was done by machine, wouldn't you? Anyhow, I'm only going to do 3. Whether you get these or not doesn't really matter. Just follow the shape of the potato round. These I take the top off as I can hold it, just turn it round. And again, do this with my shit. I've done thousands of these as a boy, a young apprentice. Get your backside kicked, don't get the shape right. Some folks say there should be 7 or 9 sides or whatever, that's it. These will go in the pan. They'll sit halfway up and halfway down. Halfway covered in stock, the bottom half is braised and a beautiful stock, the top half is brushed with butter, so you get half braised and half roasted. They are to die for. Fondant potatoes, check them out. Anyhow, the second batch. Look at that, lovely brown, a nice colour off that as well. What's going to happen here? I'll burn my hands. This is going to go in here. What the same size of pot? Braga tried to get me to put this into. That bloody. Oh, right, that'll do us. Fire. Take it for oil. And it goes. That will go for 3 or 4 minutes. We'll come back to you when it's brown. Here we have it. Look at that. Look at all the corn on the bottom of that pan. Beautiful. This taking quite a lot of the flavour off that lamb that was in there already. That there will give it beautiful colour and flavour. There's a little bit of stock comes off this from what we fried in. Anyhow, here we go. Enough to feed the 5,000. Put in some rosemary, some marjoram or sage. I've just got some cheap mixed herbs that I found in the cupboard. That's going in. And we had dancer. Look what we found. Baileys. I plundered the restaurant and stole some. Okay. I could have put a wee bit more vegetables, do that. I see it all together. My fault. Anyhow, double up the meat. Yeah. I think there's enough, enough browning going on there. There's enough caramelisation. A bit of stock in the bottom of that pan. So what I'm going to do is add the chicken stock that we made. Get the drop back there for the fondant potatoes. Right, as you can see, this is a pan that's, I don't know, there's enough for 10 portions here, plus maybe even more. Anyway, I had to use up the lamb. The neighbours, I'll be favourite with the neighbours. This is the pan that the camera person thought I should use. That's an ideal size pan for 2 to 4 to 5 people in the house. So nice size, good depth. Again, do it in 2 batches, that should be fine. I don't have a lid this size to put on just now, so what I'm going to do is we'll let it come to the boil. We can do it at the top of the stove. Just remember that it will evaporate without a lid on it, so I'm going to try and find a bit of paper on top, put something. It's going in the oven for an hour and a half at least, about 160, 170. It will simmer away just nicely, and we'll go back to the fondant potatoes in a wee minute. Here's the famous fondant potatoes. Like I say, as long as your potatoes are pretty even sized, look at that, let me cook what happened there. As long as your potatoes are quite even sized, they'll cook at the same all at the same time. I would rather have had that filled up, but however, we've got a better container than that. That can fit in that. There you go. Perfect. What we're going to do now is 2/3 cover them with stock. It's a wee bit tight, however, I've made my mind up to go with it, so that's stuff like the consequences. The stock itself has got quite a bit of seasoning in it as well, so I think we should be okay without salt and pepper. I'm going to take a chance on it. What we do need to do is a good coating of butter to let the top get a nice caramelisation. This coating of butter, or basting the thing with the butter on the top, that will take 3 or 4 goes at that. Okay, that's going to go in the oven just now. Again, put it on the top shelf. You can put it at a bake foil cartouche over it for the first 15 minutes if you worry about it, but I personally like to see it nicely coloured at the top and 2/3 of the potato absorbing all that stock. So fondant potatoes, I'll brush them with butter maybe 3 times in the duration of the oven. I'm going to put it at the top shelf of the oven along with the lamb, and that's you all got it in one. So again, fondant potatoes. Family service plate. This has been on for a couple of hours in the oven. Everything's falling to bits, which is what we want. Big chunky shallots. Oh yes. Okay. That there. Okay. In your fridge for a couple of days. Tastes even better the second day. That's going to go to my neighbours. This is going to go to our tummy. Beautiful lamb casserole, some vegetables, some shallots, fondant potatoes. As you can see, these have been, the stock's all gone. Look at that. Oh, goodness, I'm getting excited. Do you want the big one or the wee one? 3 potatoes, I know. Why do you think I'm the way I am? Yeah, nobody trusts a skinny chef, do they? Can't let that go to waste, can you? That's just... They are every bit as nice as the tofu was. So, fondant potatoes, nice lamb casserole, and if you don't do anything this week, make those fondant. They are delicious. I hope you enjoy it. Stay safe.